Good morning, this is Leo here checking in with you. First of all, hoping you're well. And it's been a while since I made a real-time video to you. And I wanted to do that today. And over the last couple of weeks, you would have been receiving emails from me with video testimonials from, lots of our other members in the community that I'm in to learn the online marketing. And hopefully I've gotten a lot of emails back that, you got so much value from those. And I think it's really interesting just to hear different people's experiences, right? Generally you're hearing from me and, my journey and whatnot. But I think to have had that opportunity to learn about some other members that have also transitioned, I guess, for want of a better word, from, the trading time for money, escaping the 9 to 5, the rat race, right? Whatever you want to call it, to, suiting up, skilling up and learning how to market online and to leverage the internet. So really hope you have been enjoying that. And listen, if you're watching this video now, you've been, receiving information from me for quite a while, either through emails or through videos. At this point, it's really, really interesting because I'm coming up on 2 years. I'm making this to you around the middle of August 2022. And I'm literally at my 2-year anniversary from when I started. I started August 2020. I had no idea what I was getting into, but I knew it was what I wanted to do. And my reason was that strong for doing it, that I just went for it. And it's really interesting to be looking back now, especially coming up to 2 years. And it's quite incredible. I started learning marketing online for 3 specific reasons. Number one, wanted to create more time freedom. I came from typically a corporate environment, where I was typically working 60, 70 hours a week, making good money, but it was just too much and it was never going to change unless I did something about it. So a big reason for me starting was to create time freedom. Second thing was to replace my previous income. I needed to know that I could make money from this. Wasn't looking to become a millionaire. You don't see any flash Lamborghinis or big silly mansions on my videos. I just wanted to maintain the lifestyle that I was having to work 60, 70 hours a week for. And that was my goal, was to replace my salary. And the third was to travel. And it's really, really interesting, and it's why I'm making this video to you today. So time freedom, I now get to do things on my terms. I work from home, or I work from anywhere with an internet connection, sometimes from a hotel or a Starbucks or wherever it may be. And typically I work maximum 25 hours a week, usually about 20 hours a week. And the reason, it might sound incredible, but the reason that is because I have now learned how to use automated systems. And when you learn the right way how to leverage the internet and market online and place ads out there, those ads don't run from 9 to 5 when you show up for work. They run on what are called automated systems. So they will literally run 24/7, 365 days a year, all year. It's quite extraordinary. It's like nothing I've ever experienced before. And so because of that, when you set the systems in place, your workload just reduces a ton. And my days are typically around answering emails. I do a lot of coaching with members, one-to-one coaching. I do webinars where I also support members. And I put more ads and email broadcasts and things like that. That's my workload. It's ridiculous. I mean, I used to be in a very responsible position, but a very high stress position. And I found out the more I moved up in the corporate world, the more stress I was dealing with and the more hours I was working. And I knew it was never going to change unless I did something about it. So that was the first thing. The second thing was replacing my income to be able to commit full time to this. And I managed to do that in my first year. I learned the skills in a few weeks. I started applying them. I started getting results. And I just started building and building and building on that. So in my first year, I replaced my previous income. So at that point, it was a no-brainer, and I was committing full-time to this. And the third part, the travel, which is really, really exciting. So you may or may not know, I have lived on beautiful Grand Cayman in the Caribbean. Lived here for coming up to 6 years. Moved down here in 2016. And it's been quite extraordinary. I mean, just a beautiful lifestyle. I love island life, but it was never going to be a forever home. And it's quite extraordinary that in the next few days, actually next week, I'm going to be moving to South America for a couple of years. My better half, let's put it that way, has a promotion waiting there. And because I've created this laptop lifestyle, that's what we call it, living off your laptop, it was a no-brainer. We can move anywhere in the world that we want to move. And you know, we've been here, we haven't left here for close to 3 years because of COVID. We literally have not traveled. So I set up my online business in 2020 during COVID. Never traveled up until what's going to be happening now. So we are literally getting packed up, and we're moving down to South America for the next couple of years. That's the reality of running an online business. It just gives you so much freedom to do things completely different. I can work from anywhere. Once I have my laptop, internet connection, I'm good to go. So in some of my future videos, you're going to see me in different locations, and really, I mean, this was the last piece of the jigsaw, if you like. Time freedom, financial freedom, and freedom to travel. And to now have achieved those on my 2-year anniversary is quite extraordinary. So here's my point. If you are watching this, you have been following what this can be for you for quite some time now, and the opportunity, and you have the opportunity to do the exact same, you know, training, education, online learning that I did. I am not a tech genius. I was 52 when I started, 54 now. I had so many reasons not to start, but I also had so many reasons to do this, because I knew I could see my life, my future, and I didn't like what I was seeing, to be quite honest. I did not want to get to my 60s and be a workaholic, and that's the way it was heading. So if you're watching this and you haven't yet taken that step, I'd encourage you to have a think about that. There's still maybe something holding you back. But here's what I will say. This is August, I'm making it to you. Maybe have a think about where you might like your life to be by the end of this year, December 31st, 2022. And listen, if you decide to commit to this now, you would be absolutely amazed where you could be in just a few months' time. I started learning 7 weeks later. I started marketing, started making sales in the first few days, and just have been building and building and building on that. There's no reason you can't be doing the same. Yes, it's taken work. Yes, I was very committed, but I had a strong enough reason to want to do this. So have a think about that. You know, it's absolutely incredible. One step, making one decision, and all the impact it's had on my life. And if it can impact my life, it can 100% impact your life. I'm never going to guarantee you're going to have the same results. Some succeed, some don't. And to me, it's not about, you know, the putting everything together. It's how badly you want to have it and how committed you are to putting in 1 to 2 hours a day for a few weeks to learn everything you need. And from there, you apply it, and that's when things really start to happen. So listen, I hope you've enjoyed the share. Next video I'll probably be making to you will be from Peru in South America, where we're going to be moving to. I'm terribly excited. And to actually get to now physically live a laptop lifestyle and to be able to travel. And we're planning a whole lot of travel that we haven't been able to do for the last couple of years, but that's now changing. So I'm really, really thrilled. Hope you've enjoyed this. Have a think about it. You know, if you're watching this on an email, there's probably going to be a blue button below if you decide today is the day that you want to get started. If you're watching this on YouTube, please, you know, do let me know. I can send you, you know, to help you get set up. As always, please hit subscribe, forward this to your circle if you feel it'll provide value. Either way, take that one step. You just don't know where one decision where it can lead to. And there's no way my life would be where it was now if I didn't do that one step, exact same step that you have an opportunity to take. So I look forward to being there on the other side to help, support and coach you. But it's ultimately up to you to make that first step. So as always, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on the other side. Take care.